Yo, this is Corner Watch. I'm on your corner watching the world turn while trying to earn. So this video I'm going to be dedicating it to Mommy Miles. Mommy Miles, thank you so much for the energy that you leave on my posts. It's so awesome. So I looked at a question that you had and I was inspired to answer you. So I'm going to do it in this fashion. So we're looking at GameStop. You were asking for price targets on GameStop, and this was actually something I was not looking into because of all the hype in the media and the manipulation from the shorts. But I gotta say, I'm glad that I did. I really am glad that I did, and thank you, Mommy Miles, for this question on your page, actually. So let's take a look. First thing I want to look at with this chart is all the patterns that I can find, and I found one very interesting. And I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but if you're not aware of it, it's kind of creepy. So let's look at it. And the first thing I noticed are gaps. Now, if you watched my videos before, I told y'all gaps are retested more often than not. So look at this gap. This is gap one. I found 5 gaps in total. Five. Gap number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Guys, every single gap was retested. All of them. And there's another thing about these gaps. This is a 10-point gap, gap number 1, and it was retested in less than 2 days. This is a 5-point gap, and it wasn't retested till about 3 weeks later. Gap number 3 was a 10-point gap, and it was retested in less than 2 days. Gap number 4, another 10-point gap, and it was retested in 2 days. Actually, this one was retested in 1 day. The final gap, gap number 5, another 10-point gap, and it was retested in less than 2 days. Now, all these gaps aren't exactly 10 points. They're over 10 points, actually. So, but one thing I wanted to tell y'all, if the gap is more than 10 points from what I'm seeing, it's going to get retested in 2 days. Coincidence? I don't know. But it's something to definitely look at if you see it. Now, the other thing I want to look at is the chart itself. Now here, it seems it was going up and then it went down and then it went up. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not big on Elliott waves and all that, but I do like to see trends and I like to draw channels. So let's draw one. I'm going to pick this bar here because this bar just seems like an anomaly. This could have been the pump and dump from media. Maybe this whole thing is, but there's some consistency with this bar going down. You'll see. Let me just take off the magnet. I love the magnet, by the way, and pivots. They really help influence my decisions. And I'm going to clone it. Let's make a channel. And it seems like this is fine. All right, so what I'm looking over here, that this was a bear trend channel or a bull flag, whatever you want to call it. And it broke out, reversed here at the 117. You see a double bottom here formed. This was a hell of a double bottom. But it went up, it broke out, it pulled back, bounced off the top line, and it just kept going kind of sideways. Now this is interesting because there's a squeeze happening here. And let me show you what I mean. Right here, I'm gonna draw that. And while I'm at it, I'll put another clone here. The bottom is right here where it retested that line. Now, this looks like a symmetrical triangle. And it's weird because 2/3 into a triangle, you would normally see a breakout to the upside if it's going to break out bullish, but it's going through the whole thing. And normally it's a higher chance of it either continue going sideways or going down. Um, I don't know if that's going to happen here because of the way it closed. This last bar is very interesting, and I'm conflicted. I'm on the fence with it because if you look at it, you see a red bar here, and people would think, oh, that's bad, but not necessarily. Don't go just by by the color. You have to go in by the context of it, like why it formed, why it's there, and especially the tails. The tails are very telling. It's telling me here that there's buyers here, and it was selling up here, but the bears overwhelmed this area. But I do like this tail here because if you look at a smaller time frame, you see a green bar here, and if you go even smaller, you start seeing more green bars, more buyers trying to overwhelm the bears. So I would probably set an alert at this level, like at 193, just to see what happens. I didn't take any positions yet, but I think I'm gonna play GameStop this week because the other thing I noticed, look at these pivots, man. Guys, these are like 10-point moves, 5-point moves, like in 30 minutes, either direction. There's money to be made here, man. And I had no idea it was like this. So I'm excited. I want to see what $100 is going to get me. And you could trade this with $100. Absolutely, man. They're called debit spreads for a reason. You could definitely make some money off this. And Mommy Miles, I'm going to be posting something on your page on Monday or Tuesday on exactly what position I'm taking and why. But yeah, so I hope you liked the video. Maybe it gave you some context into what you're gonna do next week. The levels. Oh, price target. How can I forget? I almost forgot about the price target. So if you really want price targets, let me. I'm gonna. This is the first time I'm gonna do fib on a video, so I'm just gonna show you real quick what I think. Check it out. Look at these levels, man. It's almost actually go from the top here. Usually it's the very top that you want to do your fibs from. So from very top to the bottom, it would seem this 170, 167, a reversal happened off that. Bars were jumping off here. You might even say another reversal happened over here. This seems to be a very significant level, 170, 167. And the 205 level is a lot of activity here. So price targets to the upside, maybe 205, 232. Downside, I'm looking at 171. But again, nothing's 100%. But guys, look for those gaps, man. That's going to be something you want to pay attention to. All right, so if you have any comments, leave them down below. And if you like the video, like it. Thanks for watching. Take care.